Good morning, everybody. Rachel Haney today with Central Indiana Real Estate Investors Association. That's short for, actually long for Cireia. However, Cireia has a sister organization that they work with very closely with called InstateReia. And in January, we actually had our annual conference. And today we have the pleasure of speaking with Miss Alicia Ortiz. And she is one of the members and volunteers for InstateReia. So good morning, Alicia. How are you?
I'm fine. Good morning to you.
It's good to see you. Where are you located? You're an hour behind us.
I'm located in Portage, Indiana,
Okay.
and I want to thank you for having me on this call.
Absolutely. You're one of the people who I had conversed with back and forth during the InstateReia conference. So she is one of our volunteers, one of our very valued volunteers. A little bit about her background. AGSD Properties LLC is her management company in Portage, Indiana, and you have a whopping 17 years of experience under your belt in real estate. So you probably know a thing or two, more so than most, on real estate. So we're very thankful for that, for you being able to provide your expertise. So just a few questions. What is it that you do volunteer with for InstateReia?
I am on the board. I work with the legislative committee doing updates on new laws and regulations that are passed. I also send out all the information to contacts that I have and do updates and help with the convention.
Perfect. I recently spoke with somebody and we were just having conversations stating that in InstateReia, it's really nice that there's a party that is involved specifically with the legislations and the updates. And it's just, you guys are kind of our little virus protector for making sure that, you know, instead of doing all the homework and doing all of the research, you guys are basically the net protection to make sure that real estate investors, landlords, and, you know, they are aware of the continuous updates that's happening. So
yeah. Yes, we need to unite investors and keep them aware. Mm-hmm. So everybody stays informed and on top of, and we can have call to actions when issues come up.
Mm-hmm. Well, thank you so much. That allows other people to just do the other things that they need to focus on. So that's a huge, huge help. How long have you participated as a member and a volunteer at InstateReia?
Since 2017. There were a couple of us that decided we needed to have a state REIA to unite investors, and I set up a meeting at the Ohio REIA convention for all of the Indiana investors, and it was kind of, the state REIA was born out of that meeting.
Oh, that's fabulous. That's great. So, so it's really, InstateReia, it's still fairly new. Correct?
Yes.
So
yes, it still is. We're still working through all of our future plans, getting things down.
Well, just like Cireia, it has to start somewhere, and it's
exactly
to continue growing. And you guys have, and Vicky's been fantastic at kind of making sure things stay. You know, everyone's staying on top of what they need to do and exponentially growing the organizations. So because you're a volunteer, what benefits have you received in both your personal and in business life through your participation?
The main value I have received is the people I've met. They're invaluable.
Mm-hmm.
because I believe your network is worth your net worth.
Mm-hmm.
So, I've connected with people that I never would have been able to connect with if I was not a part of this
Mm-hmm.
organization.
Yeah, that's what I hear so many people say is just the network, the people that you're able to meet and greet and handshake, just really opens up doors for joint ventures and other additional resources you wouldn't have had before unless you knew these people. So that seems to be a common denominator amongst everybody that I speak to about this.
Yeah.
Do you have a positive impact or story that you can share as a volunteer for Indiana State REIA?
I've been able to connect with people and groups nationwide to help influence and impact regulations being made
Mm-hmm.
for investors, not only on a state level, but on a national level.
Mm-hmm.
And it's also allowed me to keep up with what's going on in other states also, so we can kind of be proactive here with our attorneys and lobbyists to kind of ward stuff off.
Fantastic. That's great. Thank you so much. So could you provide just your tidbit of wisdom for the day for anybody who is just starting into real estate? Just what should one or two of the first steps they should be taking if they really want to be serious in real estate?
I would say first off, join your local REIA.
Okay.
Second would be choose a mentor wisely.
Mm-hmm.
And third is always do your due diligence. Not even on your, not only on your properties, but also on your partners, your mentors, people that you're working with.
That's a good one. I haven't heard. That's a one I have not heard yet. So that do your due diligence, not just on your own property, but on the mentors and the people that you do business with. That's huge. I don't know if you've had any experiences where you've been led to think that, but it's just always worth just taking that few minutes or an hour just to do your own research, just to make sure
Yes.
to not have multiple hours later on of problematic stuff happening. So, well, thank you so much. Do you ever come and attend any of the Cireia events?
I do on occasion, yes.
Okay. That's great. Yeah. So hopefully around June, we're going to be starting to get back together again. It'll be so nice to meet everyone's half covered faces. So, well, thank you so much.
You are so welcome, and thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for all your time and help with the organization. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.